The Lusail International Circuit was set to be the stage for Jorge Martin's triumphant return as the reigning MotoGP world champion, now riding for his new team, Aprilia Racing. But what was expected to be a dazzling debut on April 13, 2025 turned into a harrowing nightmare when Martin suffered a horrific crash on lap 14 of the main race. The incident not only rocked the MotoGP paddock, but also unleashed a flood of sympathy and concern from fans, his team and rivals like Marc Marquez and Francesco Bagnaia. With severe injuries, 11 broken ribs and a pneumothorax, the latest updates on Martin's condition, Aprilia's response and the heartfelt reactions from his rivals have woven a story brimming with emotion and drama. Let's dive into the heart of Lusail's track and the dynamics behind this gripping tale. Lusail's flowing, 5.38-kilometer circuit bathed in the glow of floodlights has always been an epic backdrop for MotoGP. On that fateful night, all eyes were on Jorge Martin, the Martinator, who was making his comeback after missing the first 3 rounds of the 2025 season due to prior injuries. Riding the Aprilia RSGP 25 competitively for the first time, Martin showed flashes of promise despite a modest 20th in the opening practice and 16th in the sprint race. Hopes were high that he'd find his rhythm in the main event. Tragically, fate had other plans. On lap 14, as Martin fought to climb from outside the points, his bike lost traction at turn 12, a fast, perilous right-hander. The Aprilia slid out, catapulting Martin into the gravel. What made the crash even more chilling was a secondary collision with VR46 Ducati's Fabio Di Giannantonio, who couldn't avoid him. Di Giannantonio's front tire struck Martin's head, neck and back, causing severe chest trauma. The image of Martin lying motionless by the track, medics rushing to his side, froze the blood of onlookers worldwide. Initial checks at the circuit's medical center revealed bruised ribs and a pneumothorax, a condition where air trapped in the pleural cavity compresses the lungs. Martin was whisked to Hamad General Hospital in Doha for a CT scan, which delivered a staggering diagnosis: 8 fractured posterior coastal arches, ribs 1 to 8, plus 3 lateral fractures on ribs 7 to 9, a total of 11 broken ribs. The worsening pneumothorax required a chest drain, and Martin was placed in intensive care for several days. Aprilia Racing, which had pinned sky-high hopes on Martin as their spearhead for 2025, reeled from the blow. In an official statement on April 14, 2025, the team confirmed the extent of his injuries, noting no damage to his brain, cervical spine, or abdominal organs. Jorge will remain under observation at Hamad International Hospital until his pneumothorax stabilizes. We'll provide updates as soon as we have more, the statement read. Massimo Rivola, Aprilia Racing's CEO, couldn't hide his disappointment with the team's QATAR performance, where their best rider, Marco Bezzecchi, finished 10th, 14.3 seconds behind race winner Marc Marquez. Yet, Rivola stressed that Martin's recovery was the priority. Our race results fell short, but today that's secondary. Our thoughts are with Jorge in this tough time. We're fully behind him, he said. Amid the physical pain, Martin displayed the mental grit that's endeared him to fans. Via Instagram, he posted, "Thank God, it could have been much worse. I'll try to keep you updated." The brief message reflected a champion's unyielding spirit, even as he faced immense physical and emotional challenges. Martin's 2025 season was already fraught with difficulty. Pre-season injuries in February, a fractured radius and scaphoid in his left hand, 4 microfractures in his left foot, and muscle damage to his right ribs, forced him to miss testing in Thailand and races in Thailand, Argentina and Austin. His Qatar return was a testament to sheer determination to prove he still deserved the #1 plate. Yet the Lusail crash underscored the fragility of a racer's journey, even for a world champion. Marc Marquez, who claimed a commanding victory at Qatar 2025, was among the first to react to Martin's crash. For Marquez, the incident may have echoed his own dark days, like the 2020 Jerez crash that left him with a career-threatening humerus injury. In the post-race press conference, Marquez spoke with raw empathy. "Jorge's going through a really tough time. I know exactly how it feels, crash after crash, injuries piling up. Right now, the most important thing is that he takes his time to recover fully. Rushing back could make things worse," Marquez said. He added, "I spoke to him before Qatar and told him to focus on healing, not the pressure to win. He's a phenomenal rider and I'm certain he'll come back stronger." Marquez's words weren't just platitudes. His own experience taught him that premature comebacks can be disastrous, physically and mentally. In Qatar, Marquez dominated, leading the championship with wins in both the sprint and main race. Yet he insisted his triumph didn't diminish his respect for Martin's struggle. MotoGP is a brutal sport. One moment you're on top, the next you're in a hospital bed. "I wish HORHE all the best," he said. Francesco Bagnaia, the 2022 and 2023 MotoGP champion, also spoke out. Despite finishing second in Qatar after Maverick Vinales' disqualification for a tyre pressure violation, Bagnaia's focus shifted to Martin. As a rival who battled Martin fiercely in 2024, Bagnaia understood the pressure of being a top rider now grappling with injury. He's a true fighter. Seeing him go down like that was heartbreaking, but I know he's got a steel mindset. My message to him is to stay calm and not rush back. The season's long and he has time to heal, Bagnaia said. He also emphasized team support, adding, "Aprilia needs to stand by him, ensuring he returns at 100%. I want to see him racing again, competing with us on the track." Bagnaia's no stranger to injury himself. In 2023, a terrifying Catalunya crash left him with leg injuries, yet he bounced back to defend his title. That experience fueled his empathy for Martin and his drive to encourage recovery. HORHE has everything it takes to be a champion again. He just needs time, Bagnaia concluded optimistically. MotoGP Qatar 2025 left scars for HORHE Martin, but also opened a new chapter in his heroic saga. With Aprilia by his side, he faces a daunting challenge, bolstered by rivals like Marquez and Bagnaia, who've shown the human side of this ruthless sport. So if you could send a direct message to HORHE Martin, what would you say to lift his spirits? Share your thoughts. Your words might just inspire him during this recovery. Stay strong and see you at the next race.
Welcome to GP Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.